semester, my main goal was to create a multi-touch. And in the beginning, it was a pretty difficult process because there's no set in stone directions or manual or book or whatever to make one of these. So I had to go on the internet, watch tons of videos, read so many different PDFs about this technology, and we ended up going with FTIR technology of the setup. And what that stands for is frustrated total internal reflection. And basically what it is it's an aluminum frame, and inside the aluminum frame are the infrared LEDs, and then enclosed is the piece of acrylic, so it surrounds the piece of acrylic. And then we have an infrared camera that picks up only infrared light. So when you touch the screen, it creates the blobs that are recognized by the computer, this CCV program that we use. And then that's how you produce the multi-touch version.
In the initial stages, I drew some plans on Google Sketch just to kind of see how this room and heights would fit everything in. Thereafter, shortly thereafter, I would also start working on content generation. That was probably the majority of the work I did for the semester. It was an interesting learning process because I had to learn how to model these elements in such a way that it would work with the programs that we're using. And it's challenging because usually I'm used to modeling characters and animations, which is unlimited because if you make a movie out of it, there's really no limitation other than longer rendering times. I also helped Brock Norman with the touchscreen. I also helped him calibrate it, and that mainly involved me sitting behind it, just pushing the dots and making it say, hey, this is where this dot is.
We have 3 computers in our setup. We have the Performer, the client, and also the content injector. These 3 computers are connected to a server, what you see behind me, which is just another computer that is running a piece of open source software called Red 5. Red 5 pretty much provides the basis of all the interactions here in Theater 7, and that was my main responsibility for the semester, was getting Red 5 set up to the way we need to be using it. Because a lot happens here. When the client walks in for the first time, they have coins in their hand and they need to drop it in the coin slot. Now a lot happens when they drop this coin into the slot, especially this first coin. When they drop that first coin in, a command is sent from that coin drop to a flying UGCI control board made by SuzoHack, which is connected by USB to the computer. Flash is then notified that a coin was dropped in, and then that sends a notification to the server. If you dropped in 2 coins, it would say, hey, the client dropped in 2 coins, 1 coin, hey, the client just dropped in a coin. The server then takes that and passes it to the content injector, who manages all the interactions. Depending on how much time is in each token, so for example, say each token is worth 2 minutes, you put in 2 tokens, 4 minutes comes up on the clock in the content injector. The content injector says, okay, we're ready to start, sends a signal back to the server saying we're ready to start, raise the curtain. The server sends that command over to the client and says raise the curtain. Raise the curtain up. At the same time, the content injector also starts sending a feed to the client. For that first coin, it sends the intro video, and so it sends a file name to the server, which passes from the server to the client saying, hey, load this video up. So for example, for the intro video, it loads up the intro video so that as the curtain's rising, the intro video is loading in the background and is ready to play.